BagFuel, baby.
Another BagFuel episode, man. Got one of my guys, SO's right here in the mix. Looking like he ready to go down to Philly real quick.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna bring that up. I said I shouldn't even wait to show because everybody knows I'm a Knicks fan and you gonna bring it up. Like
Hynaken, live and full effect.
Sacrifice for the outfit, I get it.
Yeah, listen. My man Rsonist is here, B.
Brother.
brother.
We was going down memory lane.
Down, my dude. Yeah, let me ask you a question. Let me get into something. What's your key to success of staying relevant this long?
Just being consistent. Even if you think they're not paying attention, just be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you be feeling like, I feel like this sometimes, like the shit I'm doing is falling on deaf ears. You know what I'm saying? But if you do it enough, it's really not. You'll be surprised. You run into some people that be like, yo, I heard this that you did or that you did. And you're like, what? That record? You heard that? You know what I mean? So I just realized that consistency is the key to just keep people talking about you. Once they talking about you, you good. Even if it's in a bad way, you good. You understand?
But isn't the finances key to you being consistent? Because people can be consistently just doing beats, right? But to consistently be able to have money coming in, you always had a studio for people to come to, which is a great advantage for most people. You know what I'm saying?
I remember
you gotta pay the bills.
That's definitely a fact.
Everything talks to me about the money. Money enables you to be consistent.
Well, my situation's a little different in the sense of I created a sound to where certain people just want that sound. They don't give a fuck if it's 5 years later, 10 years later. They come to me for that sound because I never switched up on them.
Yeah.
You understand? So that keeps me, like financially, that keeps me in a great place. You know what I mean? Like people think like as a producer, you got to get a bunch of placements with known artists to stay monetarily relevant. That's not the case. I am 1,000% good. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Because I pay attention to the detail. The niggas that other niggas ain't paying attention to, I pay attention to them niggas. And I give them the best music possible. And they pay for that. Time and time again. You understand what I'm saying to you? And amongst all that, signed artists, known artists, they reach out to me for music too. So I do both. You understand? It's just that I don't dedicate myself to just that world. It don't make sense for me. So I hope that answered your question.
No, definitely.
But that's really all it is.
How streaming affected you? Because when we knew each other, when we first met, you know, you was really hit records on the radio and the mixtape circuit, and also on like Dat Piff and the live mixtape sites. You know, artists was.
It took me a minute to adjust, man, to readjust. Not even to adjust, to readjust, because you got to remember, I'm coming from the era where people bought their music in record stores and bought CDs or vinyl or tapes or whatever it was, and then that shit just disappeared to the point where it's like, okay, how do we get our music? How do we make our money off of this? So I had to readjust and figure all that shit out. Now it's about ownership. Like before, you would work on an album, you probably get 3 points if you're a good producer, if not 2 points if you're a brand new producer, whatever the case is. And whatever that equaled up to, it equaled up to. Now it's about, I'm gonna do a whole project with this artist. So now it's nothing to think about, it's 50-50. So whatever this album makes, I'm 50% owner. And if you do that with enough artists that care about their music and move their shit, you're gonna win and make bread in the process.
Do you get the advance when you're doing those type of 50-50 projects? Is there an advance involved?
Sometimes, but if you can avoid taking the advance, don't take it. The reason I say that is, like when I did El Capo, right? Me and Jim are 50-50 owners, right? And well, Empire owns 50%, Jim owns 25, I own 25, right? Even with that album, I took as little as possible because I knew what it was on the back end. Now, 135 million streams later, you understand what I'm trying to tell you? It makes sense. I didn't need a big advance on that because I knew what it was going to do on the back end. You're only hurting yourself when you take a big advance. You shorten your money on the back end if you really believe in that product.
I was about to say, but it all depends on what angle that you come from.
Yeah, you know who asked for the big advance? The niggas that don't believe in the project. No, I'm keeping it real with you.
Because you know he's been getting advanced. Y'all both been getting advances.
But you get advanced for if you get advanced for $1 million, it's for 3 different things. Rock Wilder was getting a part of that. Then you have Yummy getting a part of that. Then you have a song deal as a part of that, right?
And how much am I really paying back off of that million? You understand? Like, look, the best way I could break it down is like this. Let's just say a label gives you $1 million and you got to pay that $1 million based off of your percentage. Your percentage might only be 10% that you own of your own album. So you got to pay that $1 million back off of your 10%, meaning that they could have made $9 million off of their 90%, but you're just now paying back your $1. Does that make any type of sense?
What about the ones that don't make it though? I mean, I feel like that you're going based upon knowing somebody's making it. Now, if I'm coming in on somebody,
no, those are just real numbers.
No. If I'm coming in on somebody like say that they have a career ready, yeah, I'm looking at it differently. But it's hundreds and thousands of people that get signed per year. We know the percentage of those making it is slim to none.
But here's what I'm saying to you: whose fault is that?
It all depends.
So you gonna hold the other artists accountable for this artist's failures? Like,
no, I'm not holding them accountable. I'm giving you reasons why people would take the advances. Not somebody's wrong, but if we in the pot, if I got 10 artists, right, I could get 10 deals, right? I'm lucky if 2 of them go. Right?
That's a fact.
I'm fortunate if 1 of them go.
That's a fact.
So if I have eight left that I don't take advances.
No, you, as from a manager standpoint?
Yeah, from a business standpoint.
From a manager standpoint, I get it. But as the artist, as the business person, you should say, do I have enough money in the bank right now to live? If so, why am I going to do that? Why am I going to take this advance and just owe more bread?
I told you, but most new artists don't have no money.
No, I get that. But no, I understand that. But then why are you shooting for an astronomical advance?
Because
you're only digging yourself a deeper hole. That's it.
I mean, arsonists, you know this for a fact, right? There are some rappers that's out here rapping because they rapping for real. They artists. Then there's niggas that are rapping to get on, to hustle, to get a deal, to get the money to do certain things. They're not in the same pocket of somebody who's really taking this craft and taking this art seriously.
Look, I'm speaking from the perspective of a person that's been in the game for 20 years now, right? Professionally. The 22-year-old version of me would not be saying none of this shit. I would say, take the advance. I want the bread. I want to get that car. I want to get that chain. I want to get this crib. I get it, of course, but I'm telling from the perspective where I am right now. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. Universal Records makes $51 million a day. I don't know if you knew that, right?
I believe it, though.
Universal Records is, I don't want to get the percentage wrong, about 30 to 40% owner of Spotify. Did you know that?
I heard about that through
How is anybody independent? How can you call yourself an independent artist? You still giving money to Universal Records when your shit gets played on Spotify.
That's a fact.
That's a big
fact.
How
is anybody independent? You talking all this independent shit. We in the worst place we have ever been as musicians right now.
Real, even with the streaming and
of course,
go for it.
Those shits are mythical. Those numbers are mythical, right? The way we should be getting paid is all the advertisement dollars that Spotify makes, Apple Music makes, whatever, right? We're supposed to get a portion of that. We don't. We've been getting the same money since they've started, right? Their advertisement dollars have gone up 20, 30 times since then. Why are we still getting the same shit of this mythical number that they made up? What's the value of a song? Nobody could tell me this shit for years. What is one song worth in the digital world? A stream. What is it really worth?
Like,
you don't know.
And who made up this number?
They did.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
And it made it .04.
This is why This is why I'm saying what I'm saying. We're in the worst position possible right now. We just don't know it because we're blinded by all the other shit.
Here's what SO and I had met with a record exec label dude, and they said one regional single.
No, one single, not regional.
One single.
One big single.
Is enough to keep the lights on and pay all the bonuses for a year.
All the bills at the record label.
Now think about it.
Of course.
And when y'all guys came into the industry before me 20 years ago, it had to be what, 2 mega albums or 1 mega album?
To do what, keep the lights on?
Yeah, and pay all the bonus.
No, you're never gonna know.
But music is in a different place now.
All right.
It's like it's crossed over different continents and it's in a different place now, especially hip hop. So we can't compare it to back then. Now hip-hop songs are getting licensed in movies in other countries and other continents, you understand? And that's the real bread, is the licensing. It's not the shit that gets played on the radio.
That's the bread we could see because they give you a dollar amount for the licensing.
Right.
And you know what
and
it's
other
going
countries,
to.
when they want your shit, they pay. It's not like the United States where you getting down on every, you know, let me not say that because I know how this whole shit go, but you know what I mean?
Just say short hats.
Right. You know what I mean?
That's the
when
new
you
lingo.
when you getting swindled down, it's like they do that here. They don't do that in other countries, man. In other countries, when they want your music, when they want you as an artist, they pay you to come there. And they don't short you on your bread. Out here, you know, promoters might be on some shit like, yo, you know, doing was a little short tonight. We ain't really, they don't do that in other, well, you know, like maybe shiesty promoters, but real promoters in other countries don't do that.
And what you about to say, Ghost?
No, I'm not. I'm saying like
Percentage.
I'm saying janky promoters out of time. Yes, but I'm talking about official spots that book you overseas. They don't play those games. Official spots.
Oh, yeah. They'll book you officially with somebody else, but then somebody will do some shit where you always got a spot that you could go to the same night or whatever.
What are you talking about? Like a tour? Like if they're on a tour and it's
They're on a tour. And
He just came back from a tour.
Somebody will call you, book you, yo, I wanted you to come to this club. So they know you in London already.
Okay.
Right.
Come to this club, da 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 da. They could still be working with the same niggas. And they'll book. And
No, I'm talking about for the actual show they brought you out there
No,
for.
he's talking about getting paid for
Yeah,
the
I'm
actual
talking about
show.
getting paid for the actual show that you got brought out there for, not the after parties and all that shit. I'm talking about the actual show.
party, and then they giving you money like.
I've been to China. They paid no problem. I'm talking about like show you the time of your life. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Like
They're doing shit. You might not see it because you just come through.
But he ain't. But
As
what
long
he's
as I got-
gauging.
as long as
but,
I
but
got
see,
what I
he's
went
not
out there
gauging
for,
that as
I'm
shiesty.
good.
See, that's what
That's
he,
not-
that's what I'm trying to say.
that's never been shiesty to me.
That's extra
Look,
business.
Here's what I'm saying to you, right? Let's say you came to me and you said, yo, my man wants to buy a track from you. And I tell you 10,000. And you tell your man 15 and you give me 10. I don't care what you got.
You might get your money still. It's still funny shit going on. It's not clean business all the time.
But
Am I getting my money? No, I'm asking, am I getting my money?
You sometimes you may like, yo, give me cash, and they might have to wire it because they doing.
No, but here's what I'm saying to you. But do I get my money?
You get your money.
That's all that
All that
matters.
I don't care how they get it to me.
That's
They get
it.
it to me.
Yo,
Getting taxed on your money and getting your money the way you want it is two totally different things.
I mean, that's
You
part of
get-
the business.
Did I get my money? I got my
being
money.
part
man.
of the business, right? What it sounds like to me, I'm going to jump in.
Mm-hmm.
There's no management involved in what you're talking about.
Can't be.
There's no management
It
involved.
can't be.
That, wait,
It
hold on.
can't
Hey,
be.
hold on. Don't jump in. That's dirty nigga business that you talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, that's what's
okay,
up.
because when the manager's involved, this is how it goes. I land, they pay for him to come out there. They gave me 50% up front. Before he goes and performs anything an hour
He
in
got the
advance,
other
you got to
50%.
give me cash. If you don't give me cash, if you don't zell me, we fucking out. If you zell me and we good and somebody else has another after party, I don't care if they're part of the gang and they're getting it cheaper and they're acting like, oh, wow,
Like,
I'm in there.
I'll keep it real
My
true,
price
like,
is my price. Give me my
At this
fucking
point,
money.
like my lawyer don't even call me unless the funds are secured. You understand? Like, cause she know me already. It's kind of like I'm not about to waste his time with some. I got
Let
the
me
bread
s-
already. Let's
some-
yeah.
Some
so,
possibilities.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
he is. When we was on the phone, I was like, yo, this bread might come through. He said, don't do that.
Yeah.
Have it, hit ready,
Yeah.
and then send it.
If it don't,
That's
yeah.
it.
If it either it's coming through or
Right.
it's not.
Right. Either it's there or it's not.
Yeah, when people want to pay you, they're gonna make
It's
sure that
fast.
you get paid, and that's why management and business people in between, even if you don't got a manager, he has a lawyer that's doing business with him and for him and understands his process. So he has a gatekeeper with his business, and he can go on
Yeah.
and be creative.
Fact.
Did you always have a manager? I mean, did you always have somebody that was helping you with your business?
I just always had good relationships. So I handle a lot of the shit myself because I don't like relying on nobody else. I got people that assist me, obviously, like my lawyer, like I said before, or other people that are like heads of companies that I'm cool with, that I just do business with. So it's like I'm at that point now where it's like I want to make the right call, not 5 or 6 calls to 5 different, you know what I mean? For what? I'm gonna call the right nigga that could handle what gotta get handled, and then we good.
Was there any pressure for your sound to get changed? Because
All the time, to this day. Of course. Because people like, yo, you've been doing that since this and that. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, figure your life out first before you try to criticize the shit I'm doing. It makes no sense for you. You know what I mean? Like,
Any artists came to you? Like,
and said that?
yeah.
Not directly, no. I don't think, not directly, no. Maybe they've said it in their circles, but never like directly to me like that.
Why do you think they want you to change your sound?
I'm not saying I think they want to, but
why did they suggest you change it?
Because people feel like if you're not doing what's quote unquote popular today, like
trendy,
drill or trap or whatever it is, you behind. They don't understand this shit is.
It goes around in circles.
Right.
It comes right back.
I'll just wait my turn out. I'll be back.
Cause you birthed a lot of imitators, bro.
A lot.
Like how were you able to deal with that wave? Cause it got to the point. Oh, he might have had 40 dudes imitating his sound to the point they're like, we don't gotta go to Rsonist.
Yeah.
We can go to this guy and get his beat for $200.
Yeah.
Cheaper.
Like, how did you survive that? Cause it was a lot of niggas that called wreck.
The undercutting.
Yeah, the undercutting was real, Rs. I was there for that.
I had to somehow just realize, and I don't want to sound arrogant or no shit like that, but I had to realize that, like, I was producing Louis Vuitton, meaning like a brand. It wasn't about, like, you can make a beat that sounds like mine, but it's not the authentic shit. You can go buy fake Louis and fake Gucci and all that shit. It might look like it, but the quality ain't gonna hold up. My shit lasts the test of time, you know what I'm saying? And niggas know that. You go back and listen to a lot of the albums I worked on or did, the shit's held up. Diplomatic Immunity held up. You know what I'm saying? El Capo I did for Jim is gonna hold up. It's been 4 years and it's still holding up. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel seeing all the Dipset niggas in the different directions and thriving? Like
it's beautiful, man.
Cam got the sports show.
First of all, Cam always been like a genius when it comes to making something out of nothing. No matter what Cam is gonna promote, it's going to pop. If I'm promoting any product, I'm getting Cam to do it. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, there's no better salesperson than me than Cam.
How do you
marketing
think that,
genius?
But why do you think that is with the pink horsepower and shit? Because you've been more around.
Listen, everything he's been pumping. Sports show, fucking dick juice. The fucking
horsepower.
Pause for Cam. Pause. That's for you, Cam. Pause.
Like clothing is anything.
What makes him that guy that can promote things from the mud?
I think he just believes in himself that much. This shit is not an act when it comes to Cam. That's Cam. Anything he starts, he believes in that shit. Like, I'm just happy to be a part of that. You know what I mean? From the beginning. Yeah, because that helped catapult my career in seconds. You know what I'm saying? When Diplomatic Immunity came out, my whole shit changed immediately.
What changed?
Everything. Like, from just being paid attention to. Now labels are hitting you. Now artists that never hit you are like, oh shit, like, yo, when we gonna work? It's like everything changes. Your price changes.
From Dipset, like all y'all, from you to Cam, everybody, y'all got good brand.
Yeah.
Branding.
The Eagle was crazy.
Nah, that was genius.
Yeah.
That was genius.
Branding. Horsepower, he doing funny shit, you know it's pink.
But you know
what is that? Like,
but even look at how Jimmy redefined himself. He's doing the drip report. He's doing shit that people never thought that he would ever even do.
Jim was on some fucking, it was like Good Morning America doing the weather
doing
or some shit. I'm like, the fuck, I turned the shit on. I'm like, look, how the fuck is Jim doing the weather? Like, but he figured it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And also, too, everyone had, like, unique, powerful names. Joel Santana, Rsonist, Camera, Jim Jones. Like, that matters.
Can you imagine if he made some bullshit? Name like Heatmakerz, right?
But niggas always
hold
thought
on,
that
we lied. Yo, Nick, do me a favor, Pounds, pass me a water real quick.
Yeah.
I know we lied,
thought
man.
that the Heatmakerz was multiple niggas though at one time.
At one point it was. At one point it was, but you know how life is, man. Life is
shit switch up.
Because you wasn't, I'll take one. Because you wasn't always here with your studio, right? Your
I was multiple places.
That's when, because I met you a long time ago. It wasn't even New Rochelle.
I went to the one in New Rochelle.
City, I think it was. And it had art in it or some shit like
52nd and Broadway.
There we go. I came over there before.
52nd and Broadway.
Because they had writers and shit back then. You know what I'm saying?
Who you had back then?
I had Yummy. I had Big Draws. I had Juanita Wynn. I had a lot of people doing. We was all doing Destiny Child shit with
big boy shit, man.
I niggas was in the game when it was.
Ain't no big boy shit. It's work. Like everybody.
Nah, it was work, but I just mean you was in the right.
Yeah, I was,
you know
in,
what
the right,
I
I
mean?
was in the right position.
You was around the right people because I heard about a lot of them.
Yeah.
Man, where was you at when you heard what happened with Fred, man? Fred The Godson.
I remember exactly. I was sitting on my living room couch watching TV, and
I miss that guy, man.
my homeboy called me, G Mims. He hit me and was like, Fred has a homeboy named Mace, and he was like, yo, Mims hit me and said, yo, call Mace, and I'm like, for what? And when he said that, it's kind of like I knew, but I didn't really want to admit it to myself at the time. So then I called Mace. And if you know Mace, Mace is the type of dude that he don't mean to be funny, but he's just real short with everything. So when I called him, he's like, yeah, man, you're telling me your boy out of here, man. And I'm like, what you talking about? He was like, yo, they telling me your boy out of here, man. I don't know if it's true. And I remember I got off the phone with him for a minute. I'm just sitting there. And at that point, I don't know what made me like open my phone and look at Instagram. And I looked at Instagram and somebody had already posted it. Like, I don't know how they got that information, like, before me at the time, you know what I'm saying? And then they posted it, and I just remember getting instantly furious. Because I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, what about this nigga's family? Like, they gotta look at it like this? Like, through Instagram, and niggas wanna be the first to post shit, and it just had me mad for a minute. Then my phone starts ringing off the hook, and people are calling me, and I'm kinda not picking up the phone. And the first person I answered for, I don't even know who it was. They said something to me and I kind of blacked on them and just banged it on them. I don't even know who it is to this day. You know what I'm saying? And I just remember just being mad for days. You know what I mean? Like I just felt like
it didn't make
Fred is my
sense.
nigga, man. What the fuck? And Fred's last words to me via text was, I'm sorry. And I don't even know what the fuck that meant to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a lot of shit, man. Fred was like my brother. I was around Fred 5-6 days a week for the better part of 11 years, you know what I'm saying? And we had a relationship before that. We had just got back up and started working for like 11 years straight. It's crazy, man.
What was it about him that was so special? Because people...
Have you ever met Fred?
Only one time, but we
I met
never
him
had,
multiple
but I
times,
never
man.
had a relationship.
Nice
but
dude.
Let me tell you something, one of the
asking-
funniest niggas you ever met in your life, man. But and just kind. Like
Yeah,
if Fred
super
came in the
kind,
room
bro.
with a sandwich, he wasn't gonna eat it unless you had a piece. Like, nah, my nigga, trust me, this shit is crazy. And if he had to go back to the store to get another one, he was gonna do that. You understand? Like, he was just different, man.
Everybody that I come across, and I always say this because whenever you mention Fred The Godson, you come across people, they always talk about how kind he is. He put
can't
mad niggas
imagine,
on
bro.
for somebody who I didn't know. After his death, he got so many legs and arms and extremities and shit.
Let me tell you something.
Within this business, it's wild to me.
If you met Fred, right, and like y'all trying to promote this platform, and Fred never been on this platform, and y'all sent him a video and said, yo, Fred, post this for me. No questions asked. He gonna post it like no questions asked. Oh, nah, my nigga Hynaken and SO hit me, asked me to, I got him. Even if he never been on the platform, he's just that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? He just has to like something, and he's gonna show it love. A lot of dudes ain't built like that.
It ain't too many. I
He
think
gave me
that's why
so many dope interviews, freestyles.
With no hesitation.
And no, you know, sometimes niggas give you trash. He'd be like, this shit gonna be heat.
Do y'all think that he got his recognition outside of
After
the
he passed
tri-state?
away, bro.
Not a shot in hell, man. Not even close.
The closest I think he got was the Funk Flex freestyle.
After he died.
Yeah, but
I seen niggas posting his shit after he died that I ain't gonna lie to. I was like, this is kind of corny to me, man. Because you never showed him love when he was here. Not one time. Man might have reached out to you for a feature, you never responded. But now you you can switch subjects, man.
yeah.
Cause you know what I mean? I don't even want to start talking about shit that got me feeling a way about the way niggas acted after he passed. It was kind of like, you didn't show him love when he was here like that. Now all of a sudden, this was your
guy.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, to me, it's like, I'm not saying you can't show your respects, but don't try to act like you told him what you're writing on the gram right now. Because you had